welcome back for another video, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new, hello, my name is Cassie. I live in the DC area and I make lifestyle, beauty, advice, all of that fun kind of stuff, videos on this channel. And I would love to have you stick around and join the fam. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you feel so inclined. Today, I really just wanted to do a kind of like heart-to-heart advice kind of conversation. This has just been something that's been on my heart lately, and I really felt compelled to speak about it on my channel, so here we are. You can tell by the title of this video, but what I really want to talk to you guys about doing today is doing the thing that scares you. And I don't want this to be too literal. I don't mean to go like bungee jumping or something. Unless that's what you're really passionate about, then go ahead. You know, it's not necessarily about risking your safety or like your security or anything. It's more about taking chances and taking calculated risks for yourself. And I feel like this is something, especially as you get older and there's kind of more things weighing on you, like paying your bills and whatever, it's a lot harder to want to do those things out of your comfort zone because you are so comfortable and you feel safe in whatever your current situation is. But at the same time, if you're not willing to push yourself a little and take those risks, then you have less room to grow, and that's honestly just kind of sad. So it can be so scary. I just tweeted about this the other day because I was kind of faced with something that made me a little nervous, but I also just kind of wanted to put it out there. I was like, you know, you need to go for those things that make your palms sweat sometimes. And I wish I could tell you what I was tweeting about, but I, you know, have to be that cryptic YouTuber and not reveal it yet, just because you can't necessarily always put things out there that aren't final yet. And this is definitely not something that's final, but it's a new way that I'm putting myself out there. And that's so important to do because honestly, if something like an opportunity or telling someone how you feel or something like that makes you nervous and makes your palms sweat, that means it's a good thing. That means it's an opportunity for growth or to learn something. And even if it doesn't work out, like, it's worth pushing yourself and just learning from it and growing from it. And it's better to try than to not do so at all. And I know this all sounds so cliche and like it belongs on a pretty graphic on Pinterest, but it's something that I'm really passionate about because I easily could have just been like, let's backtrack a little. So about, let's see, I guess a year and a half ago now, I moved into my current job, and I'd known for a long time that I wanted to move on from the job that I had previously. I was a receptionist at a law firm, which I'm sure those of you guys who've been around since then knew because I talked about it all the time on my channel because it just wasn't my ideal. But also, it was a really comfortable job. It paid well for what it was. You know, it was pretty easy to get by. I just really had to hang out and answer phones and do some other admin stuff, and that was it. But if I let myself get too comfortable in that situation, then I could have easily just sat there for years, maybe, you know, like got promoted to be an admin assistant or something and just like chilled. But I knew that my passion for making videos and telling stories and just like kind of putting stuff out there on the internet was what I really needed to follow. And so I kind of just kept pushing until I eventually found my job now, where I'm basically posting YouTube videos for a living, which is insane. Granted, it's for an organization, it's not my own content, but it's still so cool, you know, to actually be able to use the skills that I went to school for, because of course, film and anything else creative, it's not super defined and you kind of just have to go with it. Basically, where I'm going with that is that, you know, I could have easily been comfortable in that administrative kind of role, and even if I did look for a new job, maybe just stayed in that realm because it's always something that's needed in offices. Unless things get really bad, like you're always going to need your admin people to like keep things running and keep things smooth. And so that easily could have been something that I did, but instead I just kept pushing. I kept putting myself out there for new jobs and making connections and trying to learn new things as I could. And I really do think that taking those little risks and like putting myself out there over and over, like that is the reason that I was able to get the job now that is just so different and I've been able to learn so much from. So it really is just so important to put yourself out there, and it's gonna kind of take form in different ways ways in everyone's lives because everyone is in a different place, in a different season of life. And so this isn't at all to make you feel bad if you haven't taken risks recently. Like, there are times in life for that, and then there are times in life where you need to coast and kind of just maybe take a step back and think about where you might want to go next and kind of what your next thing might be. You can't constantly be in a state of change. I mean, you could, but that would be so stressful, and I think it would make me sick because as much as I love to be challenged and kind of put myself out there, like, if you're just constantly doing that, like, you need some stability in life. So really, I wanted to share this with you guys because I bet that as you've been listening to this, if you've watched this far into this video, there is something that you thought of. It might be an opportunity, it might be something you've been wanting to tell someone, it might be, you know, something as small as changing up your routine because you know you probably could get more done if you got out of bed earlier. Like, there is just something, I'm sure, that you kind of wish that you were changing or doing or just putting energy towards. So please let this be a little bit of a kick in the butt to go do that thing, because I promise you, even if it doesn't work out, it's worth trying. So this really has been kind of just a rambly just stream of thoughts from my head, but I really just felt that I needed to share this with you guys because life is too short to not live it to the fullest, as cheesy as that sounds. And, you know, I've really just kind of been trying to remember that lately because I'm kind of in a season where I know I probably want change soon, and the only way that that's going to come is if I put myself out there and push for it. So I hope that you guys will embrace whatever season of life you're in right now, and if you needed a little bit of inspiration, I really hope that this video helped you with that and got you thinking. I'd love if you would share your own thoughts or advice or stories below. I always love hearing from you guys in the comments. It means so much to me that you're hanging out and watching these videos every week, and I just love chatting with you. It's probably the best part of making videos is connecting with you guys, because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself, I guess a camera, but really myself. So it's pretty cool that you guys are here and, you know, take the time to listen and all of that stuff. So yeah, I think that I've shared pretty much everything I wanted to say. Just really, I wanted to say do the thing that scares you because it's worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now because I feel like I'm starting to not make sense anymore. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it, hopefully. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new here. I'd love to have you stick around. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in my video next week. Bye.
Turn that shit up.